Princess Diana, was born on the 1st of July 1961 and was a member of the British royal family. She was the first wife of Charles, Prince of Wales, the heir apparent to the British throne, and mother of Prince William and Harry. I thought I was the luckiest girl in the world. I had tremendous hope in me. As for becoming queen, it was never on the forefront of my mind. When I married my husband, it was a long way off, that thought. What must it be like for a little boy to read that Daddy never loved Mummy? So many people supported me through my public life, and I will never forget them. It's vital that the monarchy keeps in touch with the people. It's what I try and do. I am not a political figure. The fact is, I am a humanitarian figure and always will be. I want to walk into a room, be it a hospital for the dying or a hospital for the sick children, and feel that I am needed. I want to do, not just to be. I don't go by the rule book. I lead from the heart, not the head. Nothing brings me more happiness than trying to help the most vulnerable people in society. It is a goal and an essential part of my life, a kind of destiny. Whoever is in distress can call on me. I will come running wherever they are. Anywhere I see suffering, that is where I want to be, doing what I can. I love working with children, and I have learned to be very patient with them. My first thoughts are that I should not let people down, that I should support them and love them. I am all about caring. I have always been like that. I have a woman's instinct, and it's always a good one. I've got what my mother's got. However bloody you are feeling, you can put on the most amazing show of happiness. I knew what my job was. It was to go out and meet the people and love them. I like to be a free spirit. Some don't like that, but that's the way I am. You can't comfort the afflicted with afflicting the comfortable. Only do what your heart tells you. Carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you. Everyone needs to be valued. Everyone has the potential to give something back. People think that at the end of the day, a man is the only answer. Actually, a fulfilling job is better for me. I think, like any marriage, especially when you've had divorced parents like myself, you want to try even harder to make it work. I wish all the mothers, fathers, and children out there realize how much I need them and how much I value their support. I'm aware that people I have loved and have died and are in the spirit world looking after me. I will fight for my children on any level so they can reach their potential as human beings and in their public duties. A mother's arms are more comforting than anyone else's. I want my boys to have an understanding of people's emotions, their insecurities, people's distress, and their hopes and dreams. If you find someone you love in your life, then hang on to that love. Family is the most important thing in the world. I think the biggest disease the world suffers from in this day and age is the disease of people feeling unloved. I know that I can give love for a minute, for half an hour, for a day, for a month, but I can give. I am very happy to do that. I want to do that. Don't call me an icon. I'm just a mother trying to help. At the age of 19, you always think you are prepared for everything, and you think you have the knowledge of what's coming ahead. The world is too little aware of the waste of life, limb, and land which anti-personnel landmines are causing among some of the poorest people on earth. During the years, you see yourself as a good product that sits on a shelf and sells well, and people make a lot of money out of you. I said I was rejected. I didn't think I was good enough for this family, so I took it out on myself. I chose to hurt myself instead of hurting all of you. I live for my sons. I would be lost without them. I understand that change is frightening for people, especially if there's nothing to go to. It's best to stay where you are. I understand that. I am always going to be true to myself. Hugs can do great amounts of good, especially for children. When you are happy, you can forgive a great deal. Every one of us needs to show how much we care for each other and, in the process, care for ourselves. I felt compelled to perform. Well, when I say perform, I was compelled to go out and do my engagements and not let people down and support them and love them. It took a long time to understand why people were so interested in me. There's no better way to dismantle a personality than to isolate it. I should never have played with fire, and I did, and I got very burned. Life is just a journey. I don't even know how to use a parking meter, let alone a phone box. Any sane person would have left long ago, but I cannot. I have my sons. The kindness and affection from the public have carried me through some of the most difficult periods, and always your love and affection have eased the journey. They say it is better to be poor and happy than rich and miserable, but how about a compromise, like moderately rich and just moody? Helping people in need is a good and essential part of my life, a kind of destiny. HIV does not make people dangerous to know, so you can shake their hands and give them a hug. Heaven knows they need it. If men had to have babies, they would only ever have one each. I touch people. I think everyone needs that. Placing a hand on a friend's face means making contact.